Now here's the problem, and this is what, I'm going to be blunt about this, so bear with me. First of all, I'm not holier than thou about it. I've been guilty of this myself. I have. The easiest thing in the world to do is to say, this is just the way it is. And there's nothing you can do about it. And we just have to try to kind of figure out how to navigate our way through this mess and make it work the best we can. That's not the truth. It is not the truth. And it will not work. I mean, yeah, can we make some small changes that way? Yeah. Can we actually have universal health care, attack global warming, have a tax policy that's fair to all Americans, have a trade policy that works for all Americans? Can we do the big things that we need to do? No. Not unless we reclaim the democracy. Not unless we're willing to do something about this mess. And the easy way out is to turn our heads and say it's not there and it's okay and it's just going to have to continue. But if you're going to do that, you better be willing to look your children in the eye and say, we're going to leave this mess to you, because that's exactly what you'd be doing. I don't believe America will do that. We have never done it before. 20 generations of Americans came before us and met one absolute moral test for being an American. And they made certain that their children had a better life than they had. That is at the core of what makes us Americans. And the other thing that makes us Americans is we don't turn our backs and take the easy way out. That's not who we are. I saw a piece the other day, some of you may have seen it on PBS, about the American people during World War II. I mean, think about this for a minute. Faced with incredible challenges right on the end of the Great Depression. Here comes World War II. We went across, we being the American people, went across the Atlantic Ocean, freed Europe, defeated Hitler, defeated fascism, went across the Pacific Ocean, defeated the Japanese and their imperial empire. I mean, think about those challenges. Our people are just as good today as they were then. I know it. I'm out there talking to people and listening to people every day. We just have to summon up the courage and the will to do something about this. And it affects everything that we're trying to do. Everything. Let me talk about health care for just a minute. I mean, here's an example. We've got 47 million people in America with no health care coverage. 2 million who lost their health care coverage just in the last year, according to the Census Bureau. Insurance premiums up over 100% over the last decade or so. So you either don't have coverage, or if you've got it, most Americans are scared to death of losing it and can't figure out how they're going to keep paying for it. And the price just keeps going up and up and up. The vast majority of Americans know we desperately need real health care reform in this country. But who's not interested in seeing real health care reform? The people that you're paying that money to. The drug companies, the big health insurance companies. They don't want to see anything change. Why would they want something to change? They have billions of dollars invested in ensuring that every time you go to the pharmacy, you continue to pay exactly the way you're paying today. You and every member of your family. They don't want to see anything change. When that Medicare prescription drug law passed, I was against it, but I was into Congress. I saw what happened. The drug company lobbyists got everything they wanted. Everything. I mean, really. We tried to use the power of the government to negotiate better prices. Now just think about this. Step back for a second and say, so you're talking about dealing with the drug companies. We're going to have a big drug benefit, prescription drug benefit under Medicare. Does it make sense to use the market power of the government to negotiate the best price? Of course it does. It makes all the sense in the world. It's good for America, but it wasn't good for the profits of drug companies. So what happened? It was not only not allowed, it is prohibited by the law. The drug companies got what they wanted, and America lost. The same thing happened with trying to do something about drug company ads on TV. You all seen these ads on TV? You know, I just love them. You buy their medicine, you take it, the next day you and your spouse will be skipping through the fields. And you try to do something about it, and by the way, the drug companies spend twice as much on ads as they do on research and development. And does everybody in this room know who pays for those ads? Every time you go to the pharmacy. Every time. And we tried to do something about that. Again, they got their way. No controls of any kind, no regulation of any kind. They're just allowed to charge whatever they want and do whatever they want. And who's paying the piper? You're paying the piper. This is what I'm talking about. Now, we desperately need universal health care.